Okay, this is just a really short video on what's a really simple concept. This is the second derivative. So if we have a look at the first derivative, this would be, instead of if f of x is x cubed plus 3x squared, then the first derivative is the one we've seen so far, is deriving it. We derive it once. F of x equals 3x squared plus 6x. The second derivative is just a case of deriving it again. So f double dash of x equals 6x squared plus 6. And if we wanted to find the third derivative, it's literally just f dash 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 of x equals 12x. Yep. Oh, we've made a little mistake there. That should be 6x, and that one should just be 6. There we go, sorry about that. Right, so that's the fairly simple notation if we're using it with f dash, f triple dash. The notation's slightly different when we are talking about the deriving with respect to, or the dy over dx style. So with that one, if we're doing that, let's go and have a look over at this one. Right, if we had y equals log of x minus 3, then we'd have dy over dx. This all looks the same so far, is 1 over x minus 3. Right. The second derivative here, we have a square on the first d and on the x, the second number at the bottom. And we can worry about why that is later, but this is just the way it's written. Right, we get d squared y over dx squared. Right, and then for this one here, we'll have to use the chain rule. So it's going to be 1 over x minus 3, or negative 1 over x minus 3 squared. Alright, let's just tidy that up. And the third derivative should hopefully make some sense. D cubed y over dx cubed equals, well, it says negative 1 times to the power of negative 2, so we're going to have a 2 over x minus 3 to the power of 3. So we have that process of finding the derivative, and we derive it again to find the second derivative. Now this is useful in some situations. Effectively, the derivative tells us how fast something's changing, so the second derivative tells us how fast the rate that it's changing is changing. And the third derivative tells us how fast the rate that it's changing is changing. And obviously the fourth derivative and so on just keeps adding on an extra rate of change. Now, that's the problems that come out of this are fairly straightforward, so we'll have a look at some of them here. Question 1. Find f double dash of x if f of x equals 9x cubed minus 3x. Question 2. Find f double dash of x if f of x equals sine 2x squared. And finally, question 3. Find dy d squared y over dx squared if y equals 1 over 2x squared plus 3. Right, so a little bit of deriving practice and also finding some second derivatives. See you in class.